Welcome Gemini to your weekly reading. This is for the 2nd to the 9th of September. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Gemini, I'm going to start off by looking at the first row as the possible energy beginning the week. The second row is going to be the area you should focus on. The third row are your possible challenges, if any. The fourth row are messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the fifth row is the possible outcome of the month. Gemini, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Gemini, I'm going to start off over here with Ace of Swords, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week, and I'm just going to get your clarifier. So we just want to see now what this Ace of Swords is for Gemini, please. The Lovers. Gemini, this is a positive energy we see for you as we begin the first week of September. What I'm seeing here, my dear Geminis, is that there is a very particular relationship that comes under the spotlight as we start September. Now, the Lovers can speak to us of a romantic love connection, but it does not have to be. This, my dear Geminis, could be any relationship you have right now where you are particularly close to somebody, where there is something very special and unique between you. What we see at the beginning of the week with Ace of Swords coming in is that you, my dear Geminis, are going to all of a sudden see this relationship in a new light. Now, this could be that whoever this person is for you does something or says something, my dear Geminis, that takes you aback, but in a good way, because Ace of Swords is a very auspicious card. It is the hand of God giving you this insight, this epiphany. We have people in our lives, Gemini, that we are close to and we spend a lot of time with, and it's only natural. We take them for granted and they take us for granted. But what I'm seeing here is whoever this person is for you, this week, they do something quite exceptional for you, Gemini. That gives you this energy of doing a double take and looking at them with renewed love and appreciation. Now, Gemini, this could be the simplest thing. For example, if you left something important at home and you went off to work and you really need whatever it is, it might be a document or a file, and your significant other offers to bring it to you at work, which say is an hour or 2 hours out of their way, and they don't even think about it. They hear that you're stressed, they hear that you're anxious, and they immediately say, Gemini, don't worry, I'll be there as soon as I can. When somebody does something like that, Gemini, when it's so natural for them to be kind and loving towards us, is quite wonderful. This could be a friend, my dear Geminis, who knows that you're going through financial difficulty and you go out for dinner with a group of friends, and when the bill comes and everybody's saying you owe this and you owe that, this particular friend says, Gemini, don't even think about it. This is my early birthday gift to you. They do something that just covers you, that makes you feel loved, that makes you feel seen. So it's a wonderful energy I am seeing for you with regards to this particular person at the beginning of the week. Now, Gemini, we must acknowledge that you have 2 aces coming out. And when I have 2 aces coming out in a reading, it takes the vibration of the reading to another level. So we know that something is happening this week that is very significant for you. Let us see now what the Empress is all about for you, that is sitting in the area that you should focus on. Right, let us see now what the Empress energy is for Gemini, please. The Seven of Cups. Gemini, what you're being asked to focus on this week is a particular dream that you have had for some time. But this particular dream, my dear Geminis, has yet to manifest. It is still up there in the clouds, in the spiritual realm. Nothing yet has manifested on the physical realm. Now, whatever this particular dream is for you, of course, is going to be very personal. There is a dream of yours, my dear Gemini, that has great potential because we are seeing the Empress energy coming in here. Now, the Empress energy is the energy of abundance and fertility, where we can bring about and initiate what we want to see and create in our lives. It has the potential, my dear Geminis, of giving us this energy of our cornucopia flowing over with everything we need and want. Now, my dear Geminis, the only way that this particular dream is going to materialize on the physical realm is if you give it your time, attention, and focus. Wherever you place your focus and intention, that is where energy goes. And where energy is, things can now grow and expand in the way we want them to. If this particular dream of yours is you moving to a better home in a better neighborhood, what you are being asked to do this week is to start focusing on what this better home is for you. It's all very well, my dear Geminis, to have a dream, oh, I want to live in a beautiful home in this particular neighborhood. But now it's time to get into the detail. What is this particular neighborhood for you? What does this home look like? Is it an apartment, a townhouse, a house? Does it have a garden? Does it have a balcony? How many rooms does it have? Do you want it to be very bright, or do you prefer it not to face the sun so it's not so hot? Get into the detail, my dear Geminis. I would even take it a step forward. I would go and see what homes are available in this particular neighborhood. What are the rents like? What can you afford? What can't you afford? Where can you compromise? Where can't you compromise? Give this dream detail. Because, my dear Geminis, the more focus you give this dream, the more possibility you're bringing it into Empress energy. And this is the most perfect energy, the energy of fertility and creation. So you are now going to take it out of the dreaming phase into creation. And once it's in creation, my dear Geminis, and you can feel this dream as though it is almost a reality, then, my dear Geminis, there's great possibility that this particular dream comes down and manifests for you. So this is what you focus on this week. Now let us see what justice is all about for you that is sitting in your possible challenges. So we want to see now what justice is for Gemini, please. The Ace of Pentacles. My gosh, Gemini, you have 3 aces coming out. This is quite exceptional, and this very rarely happens. So we have a great presence of the hand of God coming in for you. This Ace of Pentacles is the hand of God coming in, offering you a new opportunity to walk down a new road, to open yourself up to a brand new experience and journey. Now, Gemini, aces are incredibly auspicious. And because we have justice and the Ace of Pentacles sitting in your possible challenges, I do not see any big challenges coming up for you this week. Gemini, justice is coming in, letting me know that these 3 aces coming in this week are bringing in the energy of ease, harmony, and flow back into your life. If any of you have been going through any difficult period, I do feel you're going to have a wonderful release coming through for you this week. There is a strong presence of spirit in your reading this week. What I am seeing here, my dear Geminis, is that spirit wants you now to feel blessed. They want you to feel abundant, and they want you to feel loved and protected. So this energy is going to come in and touch many areas of your life. What you will feel a lot of this week is the energy of serendipity, how things are going to flow easy and natural for you. You know, usually we have to battle and struggle and convince people about this and try and do it this way and try and do it that way, but not for you this week. This week, my dear Geminis, there is a wave of blessed energy that is going to come in and encompass you, and you are going to feel it. This is Spirit coming in, declaring it's your time to experience this beautiful wave of blessed energy. Very nice to see, my dear Geminis. Now let us see what Six of Pentacles is all about for you. That is sitting in messages and advice from Spirit. So we want to see now what Six of Pentacles is for Gemini, please. Death. Gemini, this is such a lovely message coming through from Spirit. Spirit wants you to know that this week you are going to see that people are going to come forward and going to want to help you, advise you, give you things, be there for you. And my dear Geminis, I think this is going to be quite surprising. People who have never offered to help you before, who have never really been there for you before, all of a sudden are going to be volunteering and coming forward. Gemini, this could be the energy of having a colleague at work who has never really been your favorite person. They've always been kind of selfish and in it for themselves. And then this week, you might be under enormous pressure with a project, and out of the blue, this particular colleague will walk into your office and say, Gemini, let me help you. What can I do for you? This could be your significant other, my dear Geminis, who's never offered to cook a meal. And one night this week, you come home exhausted, and they take one look at you and they say, Gemini, don't worry, I'll prepare dinner. You're going to be a little shocked and a little amazed, my dear Geminis, but in the most wonderful way. The very interesting energy we have here is death, because what death is telling me is, my dear Gemini, this change these three aces are bringing in is actually a permanent change. Now, you might only feel it to a small degree this week, because aces are just the beginning of something, but it's the beginning of something that will not go back to what it was before. So, my dear Gemini, so I'll just go back to that example of that colleague. That colleague now offered to help you. Something energetically now has changed between you. You might not initially be the best and closest of friends, but the relationship will improve. And as time goes by and the ace energy grows and manifests and becomes stronger, you might even become close friends. Stranger things have happened, my dear Geminis, so please take this where it might resonate with you. Now let us see what our third ace, Ace of Cups, is all about. That is sitting in the possible outcome of the week. So we just want to see now what the Ace of Cups is for Gemini, please. And we have Nine of Cups. My gosh, Gemini, you have the most wonderful reading this week. Ace of Cups is the hand of God coming in with the cup of abundance. And as you can see, the cup is flowing over in 5 different streams, telling us, my dearest Geminis, that you are going to feel abundant in very many areas of your life. As I said, with 3 aces coming out, it's going to affect everything that is happening this week. By the end of the week, my dear Geminis, we see you feeling very abundant. And within that abundance energy, you've got 9 of Cups, which is the energy of a wish fulfillment. And whatever the power of 3, which is our 3 aces, is bringing in for you, it's going to affect relationships, it's going to affect dreams that you've had for the longest time, and it's going to affect the way people see you, the way people behave and react towards you. Gemini, I do feel that this week you're going to truly feel the 9 of Cups energy. Dreams can come true. Wonderful to see. Right, let us move on now and see what your angels would like to share with you for this week. So we just want to see now what Gemini's angels would like to share, please. And you've got, you're ready. My dear Geminis, you're ready to receive your 3 aces. You are in the most perfect position now to accept all this blessed energy that is coming through from Spirit. As I mentioned to you, this is almost a wave of blessed energy. But once the wave has died down, it does not mean that the energy goes, and we saw that with the death energy coming in. The power of these 3 aces bring in significant change. You are still going to live in the vibration of what these aces are bringing in for you. You are going to be living your wish fulfillment. As I said, Gemini, this is going to be a spectacular week for you. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.